Hello, I'm going to give you a wee introduction to keyword research. You'll see here it's got a trustful 58 and citation flow of 53, so we know it's quite a good site. We can see the links here, it's got quite a good amount of links, good reference domains. I would say it's a wee bit low, to be honest, for that sort of number. You'd be more, to me, I say one number more like 10,000 or a bit more even. But anyway, getting back to actual issue in hand, you find sites like this and you may be thinking to yourself, how can I possibly beat that person who's got so many links? You have to always take SEO in the process if you actually plan it as you go and you work it if you can actually afford to get to that place. For this, you would need quite a lot of money to pay for links and buy services. You would probably, I would estimate for this kind of thing, you'd be looking at, to be honest, at least 10,000 a month over, say, a 1 to 2 year period of getting to a top page over this guy. That may seem a bit overkill money wise, but if you're wanting to beat people with serious links, you have to be willing to pay money, or you basically can't do it unless you know every site owner in the world and he or she will give you a link each time you want. Unless you're willing to spend money, you can't do it. But if you were going to beat this person, you would need to get your directory links to start with. After you built your site and got your social channel set up, next step you need to get some PBNs, private blog network, or guest posting. PBNs or guest posting are both equally strong depending on which site you pick. It can be stronger, it can be less, more, and so on. But in general, you would need these two as your main strength sites to boost your site's ranking to get to this place. I'll just show you the other more easy ones. You don't always have to get to first page, top end of Google to actually still make money. You can still get money being the last on the site. It always depends on which site you have, which keyword. But I picked for this one, I picked blue shoes. You may be wondering, how can I actually know this one's actually going to make money? We'll see here, we've got ads of ASOS, TK Maxx, a shoe and clothing group. So we know these guys are paying, so we can tell that there is some traffic here and people are making money off this keyword, showing it does have some strength, some suitability. I'll just pick in this one. This site's actually quite an easy one, to be honest, to beat. It hasn't really got that many backlinks on it. It's actually about advertising communication, a few other things, but I'll just show you. It does rank for a keyword, showing you the site itself. Dictionary is not that strong, but I'll just show you here. This site is a lot easier for you to beat. You can still get money from being first page of Google, even at the bottom place, last place. Talking. Just go down here. You'll see here, you've got a trust flow of 15, you've got citation flow of 22, you've got all the different areas where his references. We can see here he's got 1,853 backlinks. So in real terms, that's not really very many, and it shouldn't be very hard for you to beat, to be honest. You also got reference names 1, 2, 3. That's okay. And you can see here that means for that, once your site's out of Sandbox, you should easily be able to beat that person using either free links with a bit more work, or if you're buying links, you should say be able to get to the top page. I would take a guess of between 50 to 100 PBNs as a guaranteed place the first should take. Maybe less, maybe more, but in general about 50 to 100 would do the job and get you to first place with Google ahead of the bottom one, or possibly can get you second bottom depending on the strength. This is just to show you the two extremes. You get one with more links, one with less. In general, you can basically rank for any keyword you want as long as you get the money and the time and you're willing to put the patience in. If you're not got patience, SEO is never going to be a lifestyle for you. You can do everything right and get nowhere in Google. You can do everything wrong and get to the top. It just always depends. We can all debate things in all kinds of ways to try and say why Google works, why it doesn't, but in theory, it's down to Google to decide which site goes to the top page, which goes to the bottom all the time. But in general, the main ranking factor for everything is always about the backlinks. And that's what a lot of people forget when doing keyword research. Is the backlinks that actually determine how hard or how easy a word is to rank for. If you pick one words, in general that'll be a lot harder to rank for than two words or three words. In general, when you add more words to the equation, it becomes easier and easier to rank for in general. That's the reason why when you're first doing SEO, you're kind of recommended as your first word you rank for to pick something which is either around 3 to 5 words. Once you rank for that, you can be more aggressive and you always have more money then. And you can go for say 2, 3, 1, that kind of stuff. But when you're going for words, you have to always plan and budget while you're doing it. If you can't have access to money, then to be honest, you can only, in general, rank for words that have very little competition, and the people who are doing it, to be honest, you'd be the maximum you could probably rank for is a site with say 1,000 who hadn't spent any money except the domain hosting costs and registration. You can do that. 4,000 or less in general, quite easy, but it comes back to you having to work a lot harder to do a job. If you're willing to pay money, it can be very, very easy and very fast. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Thanks. Bye.